What is up, y'all? It's your girl, Brand New, and honey, I am back in the building. This time, honey, I'm back with a recap of Real Housewives of Potomac. I forgot what season it is, honey, and I will have the episode, honey, in the description, honey. But anyways, honey, let's get to this recap. Child, before we get off into it, what's going on with Juan Dixon, honey? They said he is accused of trying to cover up some type of assault lawsuit, honey. I'm not going to get off, into that too much, honey, because you know how YouTube is. Okay, but I was like, well, okay, because that damn ROBYN, you guys, she been acting a fool. She has been acting aggressive, okay, ferocious, okay, ain't that what Ashley called her? ROBYN been doing all of that, but ROBYN go get away with it, you guys. Y'all know that this show tolerates colorism. They get down to that reunion, honey, every season, and I swear that damn Andy never holds Giselle accountable or ROBYN accountable for any of their bad behavior. It is just crazy to me. But the episode, it starts out with Ashley. She goes to Candiace's house, and I'm just looking like, why is this big forehead bitch up at this house? Okay, like, Ashley would never be able to come to my home after she accused me of living in my mama's home and this your mama house and all that shit. And then Candiace was pointing that knife at her, and then Ashley made that bigger than what it was. Remember when Candiace kicked her ass out and Ashley came right back in just begging for trouble, and then turned around, played the victim, okay, because that's what they do on this here show, played the victim when really she's the villain, and then got to say, yeah, she was trying to stab me with a butter knife, and ain't no way in hell. Ain't no way in hell. Candiace, girl, have you learned your lesson yet? Okay, you can't trust these hoes on this show. Especially not Ashley, okay? Ashley, honey, don't know if she coming or going. She's such a scary bitch. She is. I hate how she's handling all this stuff, you guys, with Michael. But, she gets to talking to Candiace about that. Yeah, we're going through this separation, and it's out there quicker than what me and Michael would have wanted. And, girl, it looked like he over you. It looked like he done went and got a vasectomy, honey, went to Vegas. He was ignoring your phone calls. Michael is over it. Okay, quiet as kept. He was over it while y'all was together. So nothing that Ashley does makes any sense. Ashley gets to talking to Candiace about her husband, Chris. Well, what's up with Chris? You think he's ready to apologize to Giselle? What is Chris apologizing for? I'm sorry. Chris didn't do nothing to that heifer. Okay, she's the one that asked him to come to her room. Okay, that green-eyed monster is just looking for a damn storyline, and we all know it. Okay, child, please. I would have asked Ashley to get her ass up as soon as she said that. Yeah, collect your things, okay, and you can go on outside. Candiace checked her ass so quick. She's like, yeah, Chris, he don't even want to come around the group. And I know how Giselle is. I've seen her, over the past couple of years, always plotting on somebody. Yeah, always plotting on people's families. Okay, on women that have a husband, honey. Okay, so Giselle, you guys, she is shady. She is nasty. She has no morals, values, integrity. Nothing. And I really hope that Candiace and Wendy drag her and ROBYN at that reunion. Okay, because their behavior, you guys, is disgusting. It's deplorable. To me, it's unforgiving. And we always go up for Giselle and say, oh, she's a good mom. That bitch ain't no good mother. You're not a good mother when I'm nice to my children and I look out for them, but I'm here to blow your whole house down. No, that's not even a good person. Damn her being a good mother. Is the bitch a good person? Because she's not doing these these same first floor tricks, honey, okay, that she always do. You need to come up with something else. And let me get on a few of y'all. Okay, let me get on a few of y'all, because I done seen some of y'all and other YouTubers comments. Y'all keep trying to say, well, that's what Candiace get. Look at what happened to Monique. Fuck Monique. Monique is not a good person. Okay, y'all see that on Love and Marriage DC. Half of y'all don't even like Monique no more. She's not a good person like that. So stop bringing her ass up. The girl, beat up on Candiace. It was wrong. She reacted way too emotionally. Like, child, Monique hustled backwards, okay, with that fight with Candiace. And a lot of her fans, they turned on her. A lot of her fans turned on her again, honey, when she got down to D.C. and was treating, Chris Samuels any kind of way, honey. So y'all stop bringing her up. Stop conflating issues. Keep certain stuff separate, okay? Yeah, but they plotted on Monique too, and Monique should have dragged Giselle's ass. That's whose ass she should have dragged that season. But no, she's a coward. She figures she'll pick out on the smallest person in the cast. And then she's a backstabber. The bitch can't keep a friend. We ain't forgot what she did to Sharice, Gigi, Candiace. Okay? Yeah, she has a pattern of behavior in her friendships. Okay? And Ashley ain't no damn good, no way. And Monique and Ashley are, ace boon coons, honey. Okay, they is really tight. And ain't neither one of them no damn good. Candiace kept trying to tell Ashley, well, you know how Giselle's is, she's your friend. These bitches ain't friends. Ashley has an alliance with Giselle and ROBYN, the most mediocre women on the show, because she's just like them, light-skinned just like them, boring like them, okay, desperate for a storyline like them. She be reaching like them. That's all they got in common. I don't think they're really friends like that. So Candiace brings up the fact that I guess Ashley is seeing some hockey player. Girl, you need to be sleeping with the man. The way Michael done been moved on from you. She get the laughing and falling out over the floor and talking about, well, I still compare people to Michael. Why? Why? The man don't want you. He's old and decrepit and don't want you. Okay? You're a nice looking woman, okay? You just need some type of forehead cream to push that motherfucker down, honey. That motherfucker is always looking forward, honey, to the next day, okay? But yeah, Ashley is just stupid to me. And then y'all kept saying last season, she's so smart. Bitch, where? Because a woman that's over this whole situation would be done with Michael. She wouldn't be living in the same house with Michael. Ashley is moving like she's on welfare. Like she don't have no money. She's not even on Michael's businesses. She thought she was scheming Michael, but Michael done schemed and plotted on her ass. Okay, he done turned the tables on her. Child, they began talking about Karen and how Karen used to cheat on Ray and would be sneaking out of town to, with folks at restaurants. I do believe Karen has had an affair or had a man on the side, because I told y'all what I seen from her season 3 when she had her damn feet and legs and shit all up on Blue Eyes. Okay, and then when the camera turned towards them, when they opened the door, she hurried up. Why would you move like that? So when I seen that, I was like, Karen, I see you and your institution. Okay? So next we see Mia and G. They're at home in their backyard, relaxing with the children, having a little something to eat. All I got to say is, honey, Mia ain't nothing but a hoe. You a hoe? You a hoe. How do you know? Because I'm telling you so. This bitch get to bragging about how when she met G, he was still married and she had sex with him on the beach and everybody seen it. And girl, like, just uncouth. See, it don't matter how much money you make. People can always tell how you were brought up, right? They can tell that you ain't got no standards, no morals, no values. I kind of want them to replace Mia, guys, because I feel like Mia doesn't stand for anything. Like, I feel like we can't really trust somebody that will just lie at the drop of a damn hat. Like, I can't trust a heifer that move like that, honey, okay? I guess they just completed a soft opening for, I guess, another one of her clinics, but then she began complaining, saying she don't want to open any more clinics for a while. Child, did y'all see how G reminded Mia, honey, of her storyline? He talking about what a big elephant in the room, honey, is surrounding your health. And she looking at him like, ooh, I almost forgot about that. Yeah, girl, talk about your health, okay? You talking about shaking your ass once you get to Miami. Okay, that's where she claims she about to go. Mia says that they have ruled out cancer. She says she has to get these lumps removed and these lymph nodes. Mia says she's going to invite the girls to Miami. She needs a vacay, and that is where she was adopted. Did y'all see her little daughter? She was trying to have a little dance contest with Mia. She is so pretty. Child, that damn Mia said that when she was in Miami with G, while he was happily married, honey, she did everything but pussy pop on a handstand. Girl, just no coof, no morals, no values. She don't feel bad about sleeping with somebody else's husband, honey. Okay, all she care about is he my husband now. That's all she care about. That's a damn shame. Shame on you, G, and shame on you, Mia. So next we got Giselle and her 3 girls, and they are all getting manis and petties. She says she's going to be planning a Sweet 16, I guess, for the twins. She's excited about that. They told her not to get on the mic saying nothing stupid, honey. Okay, just be very brief and move on. Okay, they get the teasing about how Jamal is going to act at the Sweet 16 party. I'm like, is it going to be on this show? Because Jamal said, honey, he ain't going to be on this show no more fooling with y'all. Okay? Giselle is nasty as hell. She puts a foot rag that was supposed to be for her nasty ass feet. She puts it on her face. I said, just nasty. Just nasty. Ugh.
You forgot to close your shades last night. And I saw you. I saw the both of you. There you was, standing in the bathroom door, dripping wet and naked as you please. Calling to the other and put down her book and come over and bring you a clean towel. She got standing in that bathroom door with your naked behind. I saw you. I saw you. I saw you.
Y'all know I ain't got no damn sense. I saw you. I saw you. Child, them twins, honey, they be dragging Giselle. When they seen her do that, they was like, ugh, you nasty. You ain't supposed to be doing stuff like that. She on her phone checking to see how good she look, honey. Just vain, honey. Okay, y'all know how Jizzy is, honey. Giselle claims, honey, she just gonna be so sad and depressed, honey, once them girls leave her, honey, okay? Grace is about to go away to college, and the other girls, honey, they gonna be right behind Grace. I know they gonna be happy to get away from her evil ass, okay? Remember, they are the ones that told us, honey, that she miserable, honey, when she ain't got no man, honey, okay? So next, honey, we see Robyn. She goes to see an attorney, honey. Oh, I loved Robyn's hair. I love her hair, that color, and I love the streaks that was in it. Girl, keep your hair just like that. Child, I wish Robyn would stop wasting our time with all this prenup talk, honey, because the way things look, honey, it look like y'all ain't even gonna get married. But she get to telling the attorney that, she wants a cheating clause, I guess, in a prenup. The lady was like, well, did you ever have to worry about that before? And she was like, yeah, that was the reason for our divorce. And I'm looking like, did y'all ever fully get divorced? Because it looked like shit, y'all always was still together. Okay, living together, giving a man sex. Ladies, don't ever do that. Okay, because that type of man will take you for granted, honey. He will do you the way that Juan did Robyn, honey. Okay. And how many of y'all believe that Robyn and Juan, they go break up, honey, once the kids leave the house, honey? A lot of people got a lot of bets, honey, on that. That do look like that's what's gonna happen. I don't wish that on them, but it do kind of look like that. She tells the attorney, honey, that she has some successful businesses like her hat line and her podcast, and she don't want Juan getting the money from that. Honey, it look like Juan may be out of a damn job, okay? And who do you think he go ask for some money? You, Robyn, okay? So next, honey, we got Karen, Ashley, and Wendy. They are all out picking some flowers on a very cold day, honey. They look cold as hell, honey, especially that Ashley. I guess Karen, honey, is working on a garden or something, honey, in her backyard. That's why she got the girls out with her picking flowers, honey. So Karen brings up to Wendy that she was disappointed that she didn't see her kids at Robyn's event. Wendy felt like it was disrespectful for Robyn to have Candiace to, try to bring her minor children to Robyn's little family fun day. I felt like it was rude and disrespectful. Like, if you don't like her and you don't fuck with her, then don't invite her or the children. But you keep trying to say, Robyn, well, this ain't about the kids, and girl... You shouldn't have never did that. Like, it was, and I didn't like how she treated Wendy that day anyways. I felt like she was trying to bully Wendy and trying to really be nasty with her. Like, oh, well, I'm going to, invite everybody else and their kids, and bitch, I'm gonna leave you and your kids, out in the cold. Like, her whole tone and demeanor with that, it was just nasty. It was just rude. I got the audio of Wendy talking to Carlos King, so I'm going to play that, you guys, when we are done with this review, because I felt like it was a really good interview. Karen feels like Wendy and Robyn both need to put their emotions to the side and, get together and try to work things out. But Karen, is Robyn with the problem. And Wendy gets to saying, I need her to meet me halfway. And then you have the lady, she brings Ashley a blanket, honey. And Ashley, honey, was jumping for joy. I was like, girl, you look cold as hell. As a matter of fact, let's just play some of the interview now, you guys. Let's play it, and then I'm going to finish the recap out. Because she gets to saying some very interesting stuff about Robyn.
Happening here. Do you feel like that's part of the reason why there's some people who feel like, who is Dr. Wendy? She's coming across inauthentic. She's not likable like she was her first season. How does it feel to know there's people out there, Dr. Wendy, who feel that way about you going into this third season?
I don't give a damn. No, but for real, I think that, in all honesty, in my real life, I'm a complicated character. I really am. Like, one day, and Eddie will tell you, one day, I'm like, I got this, F them, da-da-da. Next day, I'm crying. Like, that's just who I am. That's really my personality. So I think what's interesting about people saying that is I'm finding myself as well. And I want people to remember that also, being the child of immigrants, you really have lived the majority of your life not knowing who you really are because you're living someone else's dream. And so I'm continuing on that journey of just finding what I love, what don't I love. Do I like this? Don't I like this? Do I want to sell candles? Do I want to open up a lounge? Because I've done everything in my life and my past for other people. Like literally, from the moment y'all met me, that was my first decision in my life, outside of marrying Eddie, of course, that I made for myself. And that might sound crazy, but I'm 30-some years old. That was literally like, I'm going to do Housewives. Like, that's what I'm doing. Everything else I have done in my life has been a joint thought effort. Like, it's like my mom, my sister, everyone comes together to make decisions for me. And it might sound weird, but that's it. Like, I even talk about that in my book. Like, they really have been overseers of what I've done. And in my book, I talk about how I failed out of law school, right? And long story short, y'all may not have known that. I failed out of law school. Yeah.
Not Dr. Wendy that got all these damn degrees, honey. Miss Robinson would have never guessed that.
And they all came together. I was like, okay, so next, you're going to be a doctor. So we have to find out how you're going to be a doctor. So maybe you just go and get your PhD. So I didn't even get a chance once I made that failure to then say, but maybe I don't want to go to school. Maybe I want to do something else. It was like, no, you have to be a doctor, and we're going to figure out how to get there since the law school route didn't work. So when you are a complicated individual like that, then yes, you guys are seeing me like trying to find my own way because I haven't had the opportunity to do that. Isn't that crazy?
No, it is not crazy. No, listen, all jokes aside, it is not crazy. And this is why I'm so happy we're talking, because for someone like me to be in the business who also always tell people I'm always going to be a viewer. Mm-hmm. So I look at shows that I watch Dr. Wendy as a viewer. Mm-hmm. And then the producer hat comes in secondly. Mm. This makes so much sense to me because to me, I was even hard on you the premiere episode because I was like, okay, Dr. Wendy, we got 4 degrees, then we're making candles, and now we're doing a fucking restaurant. And I was like, Dr. Wendy, is this for a storyline?
That's how I felt, you guys. But knowing, how she grew up with that controlling, overbearing, alleged narcissistic mother, okay, because that's what it comes off like, right? And I understand more now that this is just her culture. Like her mother was like, you go get married, you go have these degrees, you go do this, you go do that. And this is all about her coming into her own, trying new businesses and projects out, trying to figure out who she is. So when I tell you, once I listen to this, I have so much more compassion towards Wendy. I understand her a lot more. 'Cause at first I was like, why is she doing all this shit? Why is she showing her body? I never felt like she was insecure though. Like I never agreed with what ROBYN and Giselle and them was saying, right? Because I understand having a baby and then, you get your body fixed. You want to feel sexy and beautiful. So there's nothing wrong with that. But I'm glad that she explained everything. I'm so glad.
And now that we're talking, this is so interesting because, and I'm getting chills talking to you right now. You are like most career women who are also mothers, and like you said, child of immigrants. Mm-hmm. You are, for the first time in your adult life, living for you. Mm-hmm. So when we see you go through these motions of, the breasts and the booty and candles, and maybe I want to open up a restaurant, we are watching you in real time figure life out. Mm-hmm. And the issue is, Dr. Wendy, we're not being told that's what you're doing.
Mm-hmm. Right.
We look at this now, Dr. Wendy, as, and I'm going to be very real with you. Child, she needs a storyline. Mm-hmm. She's coming to set, not knowing who she is. Mm-hmm. She don't know if she loves Giselle or hate the bitch. But I now am getting the glimpse of all your life, and I know this by especially Nigerian children. I know that your parents feel like you have 2 choices, a doctor or lawyer. Yvonne Orji from Insecure, the actress, said...
Oh, I love her so much. I love Yvonne Orji.
That say that the same thing, that you guys are raised to be doctor, lawyer, engineer.
Yes.
And and stop me when I'm wrong, I feel like you lived your life for your mom.
Yes.
And right now you're living your life for Wendy.
Yes. That's exactly what it is. You got it. Like that's what it is. And I wish that I understand it's an ensemble cast and we can't tease out stories, but that's what it is. I'm almost like a child rebelling. You guys are watching a child rebelling. So you're seeing me like, yeah, I got the 4 degrees. Yeah, I work at this amazing university. Yeah, I'm a commentator. Yeah, I got the husband because in my culture, you have to be married. Yeah, I got the kids. Not just the kids, but in my culture, you're supposed to have a boy and a girl. So I finally did it, right? I had 2 boys and a girl. I did it. I accomplished everything. Guess what? I'm going to live for me. So I want the boobs. I want to get my body done. Why not? If I do candles, I can do candles. If I fail at it, guess what? It don't matter. I'm still a doctor. Boom. All right, let me do a restaurant. Why not do a restaurant? Because I want to. I think it's a good idea. I also, you know what? Not just a restaurant. I want to put a library in the restaurant because that would be awesome, right? You guys are seeing this person finally getting a taste of independence and a taste of freedom. And that's what you guys are watching in real time.
So now that, thank you for...
I wish, though, she would have narrated this more on the show. But I know how the editors are. They probably didn't want, they probably didn't want her to, tell the audience what she was up to. Y'all know how these shows are. They want things to look a certain way, to fit a certain narrative.
For saying that, and this is going to help you a lot, Dr. Wendy, because I now feel like people are able to really understand, because I am getting chills understanding it now as well. With that being said, hindsight is 2020. Do you now understand maybe why last season Robyn, for example, was really confused with who you were at that time?
No, because Robyn...
Robyn, I tried!
No. Because I felt like first of all, I didn't feel that way because we were really close. Like, we actually talked. Like, when cameras are down, and you know this, Carlos, there are people who just film, we show up to set. Then there's people who actually talk. No, we talked. We texted. Like, we talked. Like, hey, girl, how you doing?
Not to cut you off, because I don't cut people off. This is shocking. You and Robyn Dixon had a friendship off camera?
Yes. Like, we talk. Like, I would send her an article. She'll send me an article. Girl, what are these people talking about? What are these people talking about? I don't know. When we were in lockdown, how are you doing? How are the boys doing? Are you cooking? Well, I'm tired of cooking. We tired of cooking. I'm tired. We would have those conversations. Or her just calling me, checking in. Hey, how's everything going? Like, we would talk. So that's why I'm like, no. And then 2, we saw Robyn go from selling and flipping houses to selling beauty supply store hats to doing whatever she's doing, and it's okay. So let me understand. It's okay for her to change her career path and explore different things, but I can't. That's why I don't get that. I would understand. And Robyn, you know what I mean? I just don't get it. Like,
and I don't understand why Robyn is so nasty to Wendy, you guys, this season. Like, how do you go from being cool with somebody, calling them every day, checking in with them, and then you get on camera? Well, she got with her bestie, Giselle. Okay, because I like the relationship with Robyn and Wendy when Wendy first came on it. They seemed like they had a lot in common, and then it just seemed like a gang up, last season, and we kind of seeing more of the same this season so far. So I don't like that.
We saw you change different paths yourself, and it wasn't a what's wrong, what's different. Girl, you were just flipping a house in downtown Baltimore. Now I know you got me on somebody's screen modeling hats for you. Okay, you my girl. I'm a model the hat. I'm gonna give you an angle. So why can you do it and I can't?
So do you think, in another hindsight 2020, that Robyn was doing that to create a storyline?
Yes.
Honey, word on the curb is, honey, the producers was talking about getting rid of Robin, and she boring. She don't do too much for the franchise. She's just Giselle's sidekick, and I'm like, honey, if they wanted to get rid of Robin, they should have been did it, okay? But I know how these shows go. They will. We see it with Married to Medicine. Contessa did turn on Heavenly, okay? She did turn on her just for a storyline, so I'm not shocked. These people will do whatever, honey, to keep their job.
I think so.
Okay.
I personally think she was doing that because we were friends. She never even asked me that off camera. She was never like, "Girl, is everything okay? Are you all right? Like, you going from this to that?" Like, it was never that. It was me watching the episodes with you guys, and I'm like, wait, that's how you feel? You never said that. You never communicate this with me. You never talk to me. You never, so, yeah.
Wow. This is deep.
And what I think, too, not to get too much into the weeds of last season, but it was... What I'm realizing now that I'm stepping back and just watching even this season, the name of the game is connecting the dots, right? It's a connect the dot game. And that was part of her laying the foundation to connect the dots for my plastic surgery, then to connect the dots for I got plastic surgery because of the false rumor for Eddie. It was all laying the groundwork. It was a connecting the dots. That's what I'm realizing. I didn't know it then. I was like, oh, what's the big deal if I change careers? No, it's because you're changing careers because you're acting different, and and then you got your body done, and all of this is because of this rumor.
Baby, those 4 degrees came in handy for the dissection of it all. Yes.
I'm trying to tell you. Connect those dots,
baby. So, this past episode, we saw that, which... Robyn, I love Robyn. I love the entire cast, but I call a spade, right? We saw that Robyn did not invite you to her event that was for the kids. She told Candiace to call you not just a mama, a black mama. Okay?
Right.
She had Candiace call a black mama and said, "Can I take your kids out of your house in my vehicle, drive down I-85 South, getting off exit 12, turning up in the parking lot, child, and have a play date with another woman and her kids." Mm-hmm. And you said no, which as a black man raised by a black mama, I understood that 150%.
Come on, Carlos.
Where I was so... This is no shade. I said, "Bitch, am I watching the OC Housewives? Because black folks know this ain't how we get down."
That's right.
In the audacity of that, what was Robyn thinking? Was this another situation where she was creating a storyline, you think?
So,
or does she hate you that much?
Well, it's twofold, right? I think, first of all, if you don't want the mama, then you don't want the kids, right? My kids are not going anywhere that their mom isn't wanted. That's very simple to me. It doesn't take a lot to go through that. And if I could actually keep it very real, there was a moment, a hot mic moment. And in my hot mic moment, you guys hear me say, "Oh, wait, I'm still mic'd," or something like that. That comment wasn't to my comment earlier about Mia. That comment was because I called Eric. Eric was working overtime that episode. You know Eric. I called...
The showrunner Eric. The Carlos King of Potomac is what I call my mentee, yes.
EP Eric. Oh, I love Eric. Because after she did that whole song and dance where she went around the room and asked about everyone's kids. It was definitely about the kids because she didn't ask the women in the circle, "Hey, Ashley, are you available? Sharice, are you available?" She asked specifically if our kids were available. And based on whether the kids were available was her not inviting me. Does that make sense? It wasn't like she was inviting the moms, right? It was the children she was inviting. So I said to Eric, when I had my moment with him, I sat him in the car and I was crying. I said, y'all can come for me all you want to. I signed up for this. Come for me. She can come for me however she wants to. But to do this to a 2, 6, and 8-year-old, that's not what I signed up for, nor did my kids sign up for that. And Eric will tell you, I sat him in the car. He was right in my front seat, crying. I was crying because I can take a lot. But as a mom, don't do that to my kids. And my kids are of the age where, you know, for me, they don't necessarily watch the show, but they have friends, especially my 2 oldest ones, who their friends watch the show with their mom. Like, the show comes on at 8 o'clock, you know, they're still awake, and they'll say, oh, Cardar Cruz, I saw you on TV. So the conversation can never be, well, your kids won't know. Yes, they'll know. They found out the same time y'all found out. They have friends who watch the show. So they know that they weren't invited. And as long as Robyn has been on this show, my kids are the only kids she's ever had a play date with. Our boys are the only boys that had a football play date. So for her to do that, I just felt like, wow, you know, that's really, really wrong. And then to answer your second question about, was this for a storyline? I don't know what it was for, but I know everyone, including, and I'll give it to some people who I don't even, you know, have the best relationship with, told her, that's wrong. Don't do that. That's wrong. People, they said, that's wrong. Do not do that. And she did not budge. She was like, I don't care. I don't care about those kids. I don't care.
Oh my, okay. I'm sorry. I'm not going to get emotional because I am such an advocate for children. You know, even on my show, Love and Marriage Huntsville, you know, I tell the cast all the time, kids are off limits. We're not going to play around with the kids. And no matter what they go through as a cast, those kids are friends with each other.
Right.
And I always appreciated the fact that when there was ever an event for the kids, that the kids would definitely be there, even if the parents don't get along. And I'm so sorry you have to go through that. Listen, Robyn isn't here to defend herself, so I'll give her that as well. But this is truly breaking my heart, and I don't want people to hear me cry. I don't sound good crying. So I'm gonna change the subject because I don't play that shit when it comes to kids. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Kids to me are off limits.
Right.
And it's a family fun day. Like, how are you gonna set you? So you want my kids to come with Candiace to a family fun day when none of their family's there, and every other kid has their family? Like, this is not making any sense to me. I don't play with my kids. Why would I put them in a position or an environment where the host of the event doesn't even like their mom? You don't have to invite me.
That's
you don't
right.
have to invite me. That's fine. But then don't now try to backtrack and try to come up with some convoluted, you know, way to get my kids there. It would have made more sense for her to say, hey, Juan, call Eddie. Tell Eddie to bring the kids. That would have made sense.
Right,
Let their dad bring them. That would have made sense, right? Like, hey, no, Wendy, I have an issue with you. I have a problem with you. Absolutely, you're right. But you know what? Tell Eddie to bring the kids there. 1,000%. That makes sense.
So really quickly, guys, back to the show. Wendy invites all the ladies, allegedly, you know, well, not allegedly, because we've seen it on the damn show, but she invites all of them to a winery. That way they can all work out their issues. She wants everybody to come together. That way they can all air out their grievances. Why was Ashley's big forehead self laughing? So Wendy says that she has received from, I guess, Mia and Ashley and I guess the rest of the girls, probably besides Candiace and Karen, that she has a tendency to be condescending. I'm going to say this. I feel like they all can be like that. I don't feel like that's anything specific to Wendy. What I'm very sick of on this show is the colorism. There is colorism. I'm a light-skinned woman, and I'm telling you, it's fucking colorism on this show. Because why do they feel like they can talk about how Wendy behaves, but we never get to how Giselle behaves, how she hurts people, how she needs to apologize? Okay? It's always Candiace gotta apologize. It's always Wendy gotta apologize. And half the reason they be wanting Candiace to apologize is Candiace can reach the girls down. She has to apologize and dumb herself down and dilute her vocabulary because you simple-minded, mediocre bitches can't keep up, Giselle. Okay? So put it in the comments, guys. Do you feel like Wendy is condescending? I feel like maybe that first season when she came on, if they was going to say something, that's kind of when I got it with the whole, but I feel like, and I'm not saying Wendy is perfect. She definitely has ways about herself, but my whole thing is, how can you truly be your best self on a show like this where it's so much colorism and favoritism? Okay, it's like everybody else gets to act a certain way on the show. Ashley gets to be a whole damn scammer. Don't nobody say shit. Okay, this broad is on here talking about she feel bad about separating from her husband that has always cheated on her. It's like it's all diluted and confusing and it just don't make no damn sense. I know Wendy be looking like, girl, let's go to work so we can get this clown show over with. Like all of them, and Mia is a fucking pathological liar. This bitch be lying just for the sake of lying. That's a dangerous person to have on this type of show. When are they gonna nail her ass to the cross? Okay, we can't do this where, oh, well, Wendy needs to change. Well, Candiace needs to change. When the hell ROBYN gotta change? Her aggressive ways, okay? When is somebody gonna call her out on the carpet for that? I don't like that, guys. And really quickly, guys, before we continue with the recap, Wendy addresses the whole drink throwing incident with Mia. Remember, Mia threw a drink at Wendy. Like, are they going to hold Mia accountable for that? Okay?
Hip-hop child. But what the fuck happened to where your experience was like a scene out of Love and Hip-Hop, Dr. Wendy?
Honestly, that was wild. I would say it was wild. And I always say, if you watch that trailer again, pay attention to Karen's face. We were not even there. Like it didn't warrant that. No one was expecting that. It completely came out of left field. And I would just tell you guys to pay very close attention. Pay very close attention to what was being discussed and whether or not that it even elevated to that level.
Because you are a doctor and you are a woman who's been surrounded by educators and you're still, you do a lot of work on different news channels. In that moment or even afterwards, did you feel like, I have such a great career, is this what I signed up for? Like, did you think your credibility as an educator was going to be diminished by your peers because of that moment?
Yes and no. In that moment when it happened, I thought of everything I had accomplished and whether or not me retaliating was worth losing all of those things. It was a split-second decision because you have natural reflexes.
Yes,
Someone
you
throws
do.
a drink at you, it's like, I'm like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just natural, right? But like you guys see in that moment when it happens, and then I just think of my daughter. I think of my children. I'm like, I've worked so damn hard. Like Carlos, and we can vibe on this. In the industry that is dominated by people who don't look like you, for you to achieve the level of success you have, You know how hard you have worked.
Mm-hmm.
For me to achieve the level of success I have, where I can choose what network I go on, where I can do these things, where I'm at a top university, is what I'm about to do worth risking all of that? And in that moment, I had to say, you know what? We're not going to do that, because y'all can say whatever you want about me, but baby, this career, I worked damn hard for it.
Come on, Wendy.
And I earned everything I have. Nothing was given to me. Blood, sweat, and tears, I earned it all. And I'm not going to let the misactions of one person cause me to now throw all of that down the drain.
Mm-hmm.
No.
And without giving too much away, then we'll move on. We saw that season 5, there was a very healthy conversation with the housewives after Monique and Candiace got into their altercation. There was a sit-down conversation that all of you ladies were a part of. May I ask you, was that same grace given to you after that moment?
Y'all are going to see a lot of people eat their words. Y'all remember everybody's position? How, you know, this is not what we do.
Giselle.
We're better than this.
Right.
Watch.
And I heard from Giselle, what was that, last season? Oh, well, I see why somebody would hit you or you out of order. Nobody told Giselle she was wrong for saying that to Candiace. That's what I'm saying. Somebody else needs to host those reunions, because Andy is blind as hell. He allows Giselle to get away with everything. And we all know if you don't hold somebody accountable or responsible for their actions, why should they change? Why wouldn't they keep doing the bad and negative things that they are doing? They are never held accountable. So it's really disgusting.
This season is about paying close attention and paying attention to the ways that the goalpost is continuously moved depending on who is on the receiving end.
Come on.
That's what this season's about. To add that to your earlier question, when you were talking about ROBYN, what you guys will also see outside of the Family Fun Day is people doing everything in their power to ice me out.
Wow.
And you guys will see it throughout the season. You'll see it throughout. This is not...
Don't get your ass in the comments telling me, oh, they was all go do that to Monique. She is a separate entity. Okay.
The first time, that Family Fun Day, oh, that's child's play. That is child's play. Stay locked in. What you guys will see throughout the season, you guys will be like, what? Is it that serious?
They're threatened.
This doesn't make any sense.
Well, Dr. Wendy, I will say that...
All right, guys, let's get back to the recap. Child, so Wendy gets to saying how she wants to reach out to the girls, I guess, through their little group thread text, okay? And Ashley, well, maybe you should say a little bit more to Giselle and ROBYN since you all are not on the best of terms. Girl, quit. Ain't nobody kissing their ass. Wendy was like, no, I'm going to send a general text to everybody. Everybody is going to get the same language and the same energy. I was like, come on. Don't be trying to put 20 on 10 for these hoes. Okay, that ain't no damn good. Okay? So next, honey, we got Candiace and her sister, honey. Her sister, I guess, got a hangover, honey, from trying to keep up with Candiace and drinking all that wine. Chris is at the house, too. They're all relaxing. Candiace gets to saying, honey, she's going to be doing a song with the baddest chick. Her sister talking about, who, Beyonce? She was like, no, Trina. Who? Girl, the baddest. Let me tell y'all something really quick. I love Trina. She's another Sagittarius woman. Y'all know how I feel about Candiace, who is a Sagittarius. Nene Leakes, my favorite housewife of all time. Okay. I fucking love Trina. I love Candiace. I love them. So when Candiace said that, I said, wow, this is why I love you. Because you work with all the damn people that I like. Okay. That was a good moment for me. Oh my God. One thing I like about Trina is Trina does not mind working with new artists. She used to like work heavily with Nicki Minaj when she was new, like City Girl, like anybody that's new when they come out, she is always so supportive. So Trina is solid for that. Like, come on, that's how you move, okay? In the music business. So Candiace gets to bringing up Ashley, and that's when Chris leaves the room. I said, wow, we're not even going to get fun, jovial Chris. Y'all know, like, Chris is a really cool guy, and I just hate you guys, the way that they have picked at him, especially with Giselle trying to accuse him of trying to push up on her. You got Ashley with her story too. And now we got Chris kind of silent in the scenes. Did anybody else notice that? I didn't like that. But Candiace gets to saying she doesn't want to have, any beef with Ashley. She wants Ashley to get out here and be a ho safely. So next we see Wendy and Ashley. They are in the car talking. They are on their way to the winery where all the girls are going to meet up, have their little burn session, and air out their grievances. And then we see, I think, Mia, Robyn, and Giselle and Karen and Candiace on the other bus, honey. We see Robyn and Giselle talking about the invitation that Wendy sent out was the fakest invitation that they have ever received. I say, y'all are fake as hell. Ugh, they just are disgusting, you guys. I like the conversation that Wendy and Ashley had in their van. They talked about being booked and busy and, always on the go. We are in that culture, you guys, and we got to all remember to take care of our health, and Wendy brings up that her mom was rushed to the hospital and, her health, I guess, right now is failing her. Wendy says she's realized due to this situation with her mom's health and her mom being admitted to the hospital, a light bulb went off like, I'm going to be just like my mom in 30 years if I don't, start drinking more water. She says she don't drink a lot of water because she ain't trying to go to the bathroom, but she passes, kidney stones. And it's like, wow, Wendy, girl, you gonna have to drink your water, honey. That way you could be around here, honey, for our fine-ass husband, your fine-ass husband, Eddie, and the kids. Wendy, okay. So all the ladies arrive at the winery, and they get to order in their food. So Giselle brings up the fact that all the memes on social media have gotten out of hand, honey, about Ashley's divorce settlement that she may be getting. Did y'all see that one with Sheila in that bad wig? I was cracking up, honey, okay? Ashley says it's nice that people support her, but she doesn't want it to be at the expense of the father of her children. You talking about that liar, cheater, and deceiver that you keep trying to take up for? Ashley cannot be black, okay? It ain't no sister up in her. That is a white woman, honey. That is a Karen. Okay, because sisters, we don't take up for no good man, honey, okay? Like, child. Michael is so trifling. He has did her so wrong. And I'm not at all saying, you guys, she should walk around with that energy, but stop defending somebody that didn't defend you in the marriage. He wasn't faithful to you. He was treating you any kind of way. He ignores your phone calls now. Like, girl, vote for self. Of course, Giselle agreed with Ashley because she be defending her ex-husband too. And I just noticed this. I don't know. I feel like Giselle has a hatred for women. I do. It's like you worship the ground that your ex-husband walk on, but with women, you do all you can to break them down and make them insecure. Like, it's so disrespectful. And I hope that Candiace keeps paying this bitch dust. Wow, look at that. Okay, looky here. I'm listening to Ashley. Ashley said that Michael FaceTimed the kids the other day, and once he was done talking with the kids, he hung up. He wasn't even trying to talk to her, but you keep defending his ass. Girl, that's what your ass get. Just a fool, honey, okay? So Mia asks what is a burn section, and Wendy explains that everybody's gonna get a notebook. Whoever is in the hot seat, you write down what you think about them, what you need to say to them. And after that, you take the paper and you burn it. Wendy says the goal of all of this is for the person in the hot seat to take ownership of what is being perceived, I guess, by the other ladies. Giselle gets her stupid ass in her confessional saying, I've known Wendy for over 2 years and she's never been accountable for anything. You don't hold yourself accountable. Like, have you seen yourself lately? Bitch, look in the mirror. Like, Giselle is so disgusting, you guys. Really. And I really liked Giselle. That first season, I really liked her. But it seemed like after that, I just began to see her for who she is. She is very insecure. Okay? Don't let the light skin and the green eyes fool you. She's very insecure. Wendy feels like Giselle needs to hold herself accountable for the rumor that she didn't put out on Candiace's husband, Chris, talking about how he, wanted to push up on her. We all know that Chris don't want Giselle's ass. Wendy also wants Giselle to be accountable for that shit that she put out there on Eddie, her husband, okay, trying to accuse Eddie of cheating on Wendy. So Wendy puts herself in a hot seat first. I wouldn't have did that. I would have went right towards Giselle's ass and then get into Robyn's ass too. Ashley goes first and feels like she's always wanted to get close with Wendy, but she feels like Wendy has a barrier up. Ashley, you have a barrier up. You're not even living in reality, you idiot. Trying to get your soon-to-be ex-husband to fund your next home. So, child, bye. Candiace says that she recognized that Wendy has a wall up, and she has a wall up also, but she feels like this year Wendy has opened up even more, to her, and she appreciates that. Candiace says, you are trusting us, some of us, yeah, some of y'all. And it is killing Giselle, you guys, that Candiace don't speak to her ass no more. Candiace said her affirmation to Wendy is fuck bitches and get money. I said, oh shit. Karen says that her and Wendy started off on a rocky path. Yeah, because of Giselle. Giselle was trying to, play the whole divide and conquer game. Okay? Remember, Giselle didn't want Ashley and Wendy, because remember, they was getting into it, right? So remember, Giselle threw Karen under the bus. No, Ashley ain't really said too much about you. It was Karen that said that Giselle likes to control the girls, and they need to turn on her ass and hold her ass accountable for her actions, because she's responsible, you guys, for a lot of these beefs. Karen said that she feels like her and Wendy has made a lot of progress, and she wishes her, continued growth on her path. I was like, okay, girl. Mia, they should have skipped right over her delusional ass. All these bitches on here is delusional. I wouldn't sit up. I don't care how much they paying me to listen to none of these heifers, especially Mia, her old pathological lying ass. Okay, I can't even get the words out. All right. But she gonna say that Wendy is dismissive. They showed a clip of Wendy at the reunion, and I guess Mia was saying something, and Wendy was like, are you talking? Shut up. Come on. Yeah. I love that. Okay. I love that about Wendy. Mia says that she feels like Wendy is starting to take, some accountability for her actions. I guess starting today. I was like, girl, shut up. That ain't even make no damn sense. Wendy said, I'm going to just go ahead and burn it. I said, please do, girl. Mia says in her confessional that Wendy is going to receive everything she's saying because she wants friends. She don't want to be friends with your ass. I think that Wendy only cares for Candiace, and I think she kind of tolerates Ashley, but they are able to be cordial. And Karen, those are the people she care about. Mia, you're a liar. Robyn's aggressive as hell, her manly ass. Okay, and Giselle is delusional. Okay, and a liar. Robyn goes next. Robyn says that her and Wendy are oil and water, and she's fine with that. Once again, being passive aggressive. Giselle says ditto, exactly, what Robyn said, and also a little bit of what Mia said. Bitch, can you be original? Like, so mediocre, you guys. Giselle can't read. Giselle can't form any thoughts of her own. Okay, like, child, she's so codependent on Robyn. Okay, Miss Codependent, she ain't got her own brain. Giselle brings up the fact that Wendy went on a Giselle hate train. Bitch, why did she do that? Because you tried to destroy her family. You tried to accuse her husband of cheating on her. Okay, like, child. And then Giselle brings up the fact that Wendy tried to hug her. I wish Wendy wouldn't have did that. I would love to hear the story behind that. Wendy addresses Robyn and says, you said that we are oil and vinegar. And then they was like, water. Wendy says she owns her part in the way, I guess, that she made Robyn feel that they are oil and water. I wouldn't have owned shit. Okay, fuck these bitches. So Candiace got to saying that Robyn was being specific towards how she feels towards Wendy. I was kind of confused with that. Wendy interrupted her and said, I can only speak to what she put on the paper. I wouldn't address shit. Fuck them. Giselle interrupts and makes it all about her. Well, don't nobody got time to be writing no soliloquy or sermon on the paper. See, once a fucking again, y'all don't want to follow the damn rules. You want to control every damn thing, Giselle. And see, don't nobody hold Giselle's feet to the fire. Okay? I wonder how this is all going to play out next week. When the hell is somebody going to hold Giselle's ass accountable? She was rude as hell at that table. And I love how Candiace was ignoring her ass. I was like, come on, Candiace. So Robyn tells Wendy, well, please stop telling people I tried to fight you and I had to be held back. They clearly showed that you did have to be held back. They called Charisse because these bitches, they act like they on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire and they got to phone a friend to prove their point. But your friend just lied, okay? I like Charisse, but child, she made y'all look bad. These damn green-eyed bandits, honey, just be lying, just getting caught on camera. Now you got the stuff wine going through. See, it don't pay to treat people like shit, because that's why you about to go through all this shit with Wine Robyn. And Giselle, your damn day is coming too. Every dog got their damn day, and I can't wait for somebody to get your ass. Okay, it's coming. I love when Wendy said, well, Robyn, maybe you was so drunk you didn't remember. I said, come on, girl, come on. So Wendy tried to, move on to Ashley, and here go Ashley taking up for the green-eyed band. See, that's what I'm saying. It's too many people on their side. Nobody holds Robyn and Giselle accountable. Wendy don't never really have no backup. She got Candiace, but that ain't enough. It's not fair on this show. So Robyn starts yelling at Wendy, I don't give a F, I don't give a F, I don't give... Like, why are you doing all of that? Wendy telling her to control her emotions. Robyn storms out from the table like she's leaving just to go sit in the damn van. Okay, like, girl, calm your stupid ass down. Giselle was laughing. Childish. Karen says she doesn't see why Robyn got up. She tells Wendy, well, it's kind of broken what you tried to attempt here. No, because Giselle and Robyn, they do whatever the hell they want to do. I would stop filming with them bitches. Giselle jumps in and says, oh, well, if Robyn is in her feelings and don't want to deal with phony fake shit, then she ain't got to. Shut up. Oh, fake ass Vanessa Williams reject. And I'm sorry, y'all. Vanessa looked way better than Giselle, her tired ass. Ugh. Karen said to Giselle, all the screaming came from your side of the table, and I'm trying to figure out why. Exactly. Y'all are aggressive. Y'all are abusive. Y'all are disrespectful, but there's no accountability from Robyn or Giselle. Wendy gets to saying, this is not how you act in a therapy session. Then Giselle gets to saying in her confessional, well, this ain't therapy, and you ain't a therapist, and you got all them damn degrees, and ain't none of them in psychology. Giselle, shut up. She says that Wendy is a doctor of just being whack. No, bitch, that's you. You ain't got no talent. You always have to third party all your storylines. You are not original, okay? You are codependent. You ain't got your own brain. You the whack one. You and Robyn. Then whack ass Ashley gets to telling Candiace, oh, well, my friend, when she was at the spring party, she said that Chris was flirting with her and was trying to push up on her. Candiace was like, what is the purpose of this? Why is you just lying at this point? This is so whack, you guys. They pulled all this shit out of their ass. They keep trying to make it look like Chris is cheating on Candiace. These bitches are bitter and miserable. All the light-skinned ones, honey. Just, you can add Mia to it. She delusional and no values, no morals or scruples. She screw people, husbands, honey, on the beach where everybody could see. All of them just whack. Just cancel all these bitches. And I knew it was a lie how Ashley was doing her big football ass head, and then here goes Giselle making all them facial expressions. You are a miserable bitch. I want somebody to whoop Giselle's ass. I do. Because right now they think they are creating good TV, but honey, I want some real sisters on here. Okay, I want some more girls on here to whoop some ass, honey. Put these women in their place. Oh, they so fake and phony. Put your comments, guys, in the comment section about all this. It's just stupid. Candiace said, I just invited your big forehead ass to my house, and you didn't mention none of it. Well, it came after I came. How convenient, you little wench. This story came to me after I came from your house. Like, lies. Ugh, you whack. Candiace was like, and you couldn't have called me. No, she want to embarrass you in front of the bitch that don't like you, Giselle. That way they can team up on your husband. And this is actually, this is so inappropriate because Ashley was at Candiace's home and Candiace was not buying the shit that Giselle was selling. See, Giselle and Ashley just want Chris to bow down and apologize and admit that he's being inappropriate, just play into it, and he's not. Y'all playing a dangerous game. Okay? And what'd be funny is y'all ass get fired for doing this shit. That's what, that they need to be disciplined. They really do. Ashley said, well, you want to call Michael a predator every which way. And Candiace said, well, it's documented. Come on, girl. Candiace wasn't even fucking trying to shade them at the table, and she did. I was like, come on. Candiace says, honey, you don't have enough going on in your own life or lives. None of you. Yeah, because that's what they're doing, Candiace. They got to use you for a storyline, okay? So Ashley was just like, well, why you getting so defensive? Because Candiace was like, I'm sick of y'all coming with this shit about my husband. And Candiace was like, I see the pattern. Yeah, she peeped game. And y'all, like, whatever game y'all are playing, it's a simple-minded first floor game. Ashley brings up Mia apparently saying that Chris was staring at her at Karen's spring fling party, and the camera showed that he wasn't. You bitches, y'all just lying. Y'all look stupid. Here go Ashley. Just remember, the pendulum, it always swings both ways. And then Candiace was like, there it is. Behavior reflects intentions. That was your whole intention to get back at me for what I did with you, except the shit that Michael was doing on you was real. You gotta concoct some shit, Ashley. She's such a idiot. Ugh. Child, Candiace called Ashley a bulbous head, forehead bitch. Child, Candiace called Ashley a lying ass, vindictive bitch. And that's what she is. Ashley has audacity to accuse Candiace of turning a blind eye to her husband's alleged bad behavior. Candiace said so calmly, so swiftly and professionally, well, you would know. Because that's all you do, Ashley, is turn a blind eye to Michael's bad behavior. I am so glad that Candiace is staying calm, because that's all these bitches do on this show is gaslight her, and then when she cuss everybody the hell out, everybody want to act stupid and dumb and play the victim. Child, Ashley accused Chris of being in somebody else's DMs. We don't believe that bullshiggity, and the episode goes off. Alright, you guys, that's all I got to say about this foolishness, honey, on Potomac. Just, you know, these bitches are reaching. All, you know, besides Wendy and Candiace and Karen, the rest of these hoes reside on the first floor. Okay, just reaching for storylines, honey, because they ain't got one of their own. Okay, but don't forget, honey, to like, comment, and subscribe. I am your girl, brand new, and I will check you guys out in the next video.